Hello and welcome back to Rogue Trader. So we are now in the Hive Sewers, which is an area that we were able to access by going through the Demon Lens fight from last time. So I have no idea what to expect. I guess we'll just have a look and see what's going on down here. Higher-ups must be... Alright, first I hear some wicked laughter, and I'm seeing higher-ups in our dump must be going mad. Okay, so none of these guys know what's happening above by the looks of it. Interesting.
Is there money to be
Attention
made?
to detail is the key to success.
What did we spot? A warlord. A lore warp, not a lore warp, a lorp, as I originally said. Voices belonging to the many residents of the lower levels merge into a single humming noise, unnerving and oppressive, much like the surrounding catacombs.
I won't let it define me.
Did I fail? Or what happened here? I failed! Oh wow, we rolled a 92. Other than the fact that the stains on this dirty wall resemble a symbol of some kind, do you not see anything of note? Okay, I don't think it's worth reloading. Generally, my thing on whether I reload for a check is whether I feel like it's meaningful. If it seems like it's just like a little extra lore, you know, we take the hit. If it seems like it's a, you know, if it's a major story point, then we may do it.
In the dust.
That's okay.
Hey, your virtuousness. How are you doing?
Ooh.
I was born to wage war against darkness. I am always doing wonderfully when danger is near.
Okay, cool. Hey, we've got some goods down here. Let's grab those. Collect them. You know what's kind of weird about this game? I keep comparing it to Pathfinder because that was the previous game by this dev, or the previous games by these devs. What's weird is so far there's been no kind of reset point, as in those games, because there was an inventory that you actively had to manage, there was things that you might have to rebuy potions and things. It kind of worked on like a do a quest, come back to the hub, do a quest, come back to the hub kind of thing. Now we have gone back to the hub, but this wasn't really to do a quest or anything, it was just because we had to heal. But beyond that, I'm kind of thinking that a lot of this game could end up feeling quite linear, just because we're kind of just going from area to area going, oh, what's this, what's this? And as long as we heal back to full, honestly, it's like there's no reason to return to an area for talking. So I'm wondering whether there's going to be a lot of combat sections in this game that are like, here, corridor, combat, corridor, or whether they're going to change it up later. I was expecting there to be a lot more ship stuff, like a lot more stuff to bring you back to the ship, but so far we haven't had that. But anyway, I suppose we are still pretty early. We have just spent a very long time in the upper ways. This filthy excuse for a table is smeared with someone's dinner consisting of algae and corpse starch. And by linear, I'm not necessarily meaning that the way you progress is linear, because obviously already it's given us 3 choices about where to go, and then that's expanded into more choices and more choices and more choices. But what I'm meaning is, like, the way we experience it is very like, go here, then here, then here. It's like, you can go A, B, C, or you can go C, B, A, but either way, you're going through all the content in an order, right? There's not a lot of like, go to A to B to A to C to A to D, right? Like, we're not returning somewhere and then advancing other stuff in this and in the meantime, so far.
You're
Anyway,
always
just my thought.
Cog. Don't you ever bore yourself? Do you even know what fun is? What about jokes, huh?
The concept of humor has been detected in the catalogue. Demonstration. An ignorant layperson, a low-status candidate for servitorization, and a blasphemous augment thief walk into a bar, deprived of the omniscience blessing.
Okay, cool. I'm guessing this section has a lot of triggers for banter. So this is meant to be like a walk through it and get some party banter kind of section.
Searching is my observance.
Ooh. What have we noticed here? Lore warp.
Success is the only outcome I accept. Your heresy ends here.
What? Well, I succeeded in my lore warp test, only to find it as a Herald of Tzeentch. That's not good. And he gets to go first. Honestly, that means Abelard, you need to try and stand here. We need to get him between them and up. Yeah, we need to get him kind of in between it and us. Right. Adira? Okay, and let's go like here. You can also block. You've just made everybody else hostile to us. That's horrible. Well, I hate this. At least these guys might be coming to help, I guess. Oh, but those guys are against us. Okay. That's fine. Let me try and figure out what you've just cast on these guys. Mental manipulation. Manipulates the minds of nearby people, turning them into their allies. Now, we don't know whether this is permanent or whether that will go away when the Herald of Tzeentch dies. Okay, so whenever the demon enters combat, each party member suffers 1 times the demon's willpower bonus, which is 6. So minus 6 momentum. We're actually in the negative momentum already. Wow. At the start of each of the demon's turns, all creatures around it must pass a willpower resistance test or suffer the horrors of the warp effect. It's a warp creature, so it gains armor equal to its willpower, immune to perils of the warp, and immunity to toxic damage. It has a psi rating of 2, and it has ethereal flames as an ability, which is an AoE. Ah, okay, and it has dash, which means that we can't really block it in the way that I was hoping to block it anyway, and Abelard is on the ground. Okay. This is kind of a lightning situation, I feel, but although the problem is lightning's going to hit us, that's the problem. Yeah, so maybe it's not a lightning situation. I guess first things first, let's apply some debuffs, or some of that. Could take a shot. I think I have to kill you and then hope that I hit the one behind. Yeah.
But of course.
It just makes sense to just kill one. And then end turn. We can't do anything because we have this guy next to us, I think. Oh no, we can? You're not technically an enemy? Okay. Well, let's first of all do this. Apply a ton of stacks. And I got 8 stacks on you. Now, do we need to lower your armor? Yeah, we need to lower your armor. And we're the best person to do it because we actually have a turn. Okay, so now how are we looking in terms of you? 23 armor, that's fine. Okay, so we could shoot here. That would use all of our AP. Can I use this? Yeah, let's do a surefire plan. And then just shoot. Okay, missed the one behind, but that's okay. We've done some damage. Okay, we've got friends who are coming in. Hopefully they don't turn against us. Ow.
I'm enraged.
There's a lot of underhive rabble. Are they shooting at each other? No, they were shooting at me. They just missed. Okay. Argenta. Oh, this is horrible. We could dash, like, over here. Try and get a big shot in. Let's dash. Okay. Then I'm gonna run and gun.
Doubt is for the weak.
Out here. Oh no, I think I messed up. Here's fine actually. I did get hit, that's not ideal. Can I not shoot here because this guy's here? I think so. Could do this, that would hit him. Oh my god, I messed this up somewhat. Shoot here.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, do it again. Well, at least we got a kill. And then one of these to increase our momentum. That triggers an attack of opportunity. That's good info. Alright, well, she's hurt. Let's do a buff debuff. That seems like a good thing to do here. Hit you.
Significant value.
Okay. And then lower your... I am going to get hit for this, but we parried. But we really want to lower this guy's damage output. Good. Right, end turn. We are going to get destroyed. Okay. Turns out if you see a lower warp check, sometimes you can just let it be. You have to spend a turn standing up? Oh no. Well, it's not ideal. Hey, the rabble are here. Okay, I mean that's actually pretty good for us because it's going to give us numbers, and numbers are pretty good. Can I kill you? Yeah, or I could kill you and try and hit him. Let's try and kill you. Yeah, okay. And then apply more of these analyze enemy stacks to the exploits. That's fine. Right, end turn. Apply more of these.
I'll make it happen.
Could go for a big shot here. I'm tempted to just save up more and maybe just kill like somebody back here. Just go for an easy kill. Okay, and then we'll increase our cover efficiency.
Personally.
Nice. End turn. They're running in. Lots of misses. These guys running in. Okay, at least everybody's ready to fight. Argenta, you're in a bad spot. I just need you to get like here.
Guided by faith.
Switch to your bolter. I mean, that would be fine, but honestly, like, let's just try and kill this guy. Alright, that's fine. Spend a turn out of the way. I was expecting to do this turn anyway. Right, and then I can start firing on him, although... Let me just have a look. You've got a ton of armor. Let's reduce that armor. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Am I going to do a single target hit? This costs 1 AP, right? Costs 2 AP, so I have to do... Yeah. So if I'm going to hit you, I have to do it like this. Okay, I mean, I did some damage. Basically, is what we got there. These guys running in. Abelard. I mean, it's the right choice. What happened to Abelard's turn? A cultist died? You became a cultist? Oh. I think I understand what happened, but I'm not very happy about it.
It will be done.
Okay. I think what happened there is, yeah, once we kill enough, he becomes the other cultist. Or he then takes over someone else's body and then, I see. Yeah, okay, that's horrible. And then teleports. And then everybody nearby becomes hostile. Which is, of course, absolutely horrible for us. Luckily, these guys are very much on our side. Love to see it. I mean, they're on our side, I should say, for now. Logic dictates maybe we should kill them now, but I don't think I'm quite ready for that yet. Can I throw in, like, one of these? I know it's, like, a really dangerous move, but...
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
What happens? Did we get a negative event? I don't see what happens. Failed degradation changed, but we didn't get a negative effect. Okay. I think we were incredibly lucky, but I'm happy with that. It's the right turn to do that sort of thing.
On it.
Cool. You could, of course, take another turn. Give a permanent negative to you. Do I want to do that? I'm tempted. You know, honestly. Yeah, do it.
If only you knew what
You teleported somewhere else, but now you have this negative on you and you're really far away. Okay, these guys did go join the other side, but that's okay. We have some friends between us. Shoot them. Nice. Just take the easy kills sometimes, and then can I even see this guy? No. Okay. They're doing a good job of blocking for us. Okay. Argenta, this I actually think is a good medikit turn.
Injuries will not slow.
Yeah. Melting is not good. That sounds bad. Apart from that, things sound okay for you. Then can I do a shot like up here? Yeah, let's do that.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Hey, we might have enough for Revel next turn. That'd be good. Okay, Pascal. Here. Shoot. Just go for something nice and simple. Okay. Abelard. Up here. Can I then charge off of that? No. Okay, well, head up here and then use Endure. Do I want to use a thing to get rid of his... He doesn't have an injury? Oh, that's fine. Oh, no, he does. He has a fresh injury. Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Careful.
Cool. Right. Then end turn. Although we could apply buffs, but I think we end turn. This thing is way too far away to actually do anything right now, which is great. These guys. Killing some of the rabble for us. Idira, this is a great time to change position and then maybe take a shot over there.
Farewell.
Nice. Okay. Then we want to try and apply a debuff onto there. We can't, so we'll do a debuff onto this guy. And then end our turn. Our turn, up here. Kill.
I don't need luck. I have strategy. Another enemy down.
And then do our buff to give ourselves cover efficiency. Okay. That's fine. Argenta. Shoot.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay. Deliberately not going for the AoE because I don't necessarily want to kill this guy in front of us, even though optimally it might be right. Right, head up here. Shoot.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Nice. Okay. Give us a buff. Okay, can I see this guy yet? I can. Perfect. Apply some more of these exploits onto him. Great. Abelard. Head here, then charge.
My place is at the fort.
There we go. Followed by hitting him.
I took care of this.
Followed by Endure. Wonderful. This thing's moving in. There's only two groups of friendlies on our side. Don't know if that means it's going to take them over when I do this, but let's see. That's a huge amount of damage already. Right, let's apply some more exploits. Alright. Honestly, like, don't shoot it. The reason I say don't shoot it is I want to wait for our turn. Because I want to hit it with some more exploits, which gives us even more damage. Then I want to buff our damage. Buff our ballistic skill. Okay, so we're now as strong as we could ever be. Then take the shot. We missed. We missed. Bold move. It's too far away. Reload your weapon. Right. Pascal. Let's check I didn't do a click by accident there. Alright, apply more. Okay, and then lower its ability to... it's too far. Okay. End turn. Abelard, this is a great turn to not be standing where you are.
Follow my lead.
Back here. Next turn we're all in, but I want to wait for it to be like one shot. Okay. Wish you the best, rabble. Apply more of these exploits. Right, now go for a shot. That's a chance of a kill.
On it.
You have to hit, though. You have to actually hit the enemy for it to kill. I don't know if you know that.
I'll see to it personally.
Reload. Which actually used all of our AP, so you don't get the kill. Nice, you did 5 damage. We can go over here and start taking some shots at it. No, because they put themselves in a bad position. Let's go here and take a shot at it. Wouldn't use the exploit. Wow, ability to hit 0. Okay, Pascal. Get out here. That's not enough damage. No, Pascal, stay where you are. Let's do some more exploit stacking. Let's make it so it can't do damage. Supply. I can't apply any more debuffs. Okay, that's fine. End turn. Abelard. endure.
It will be done.
Right, let's see what it does. What was that turn? It's so weird. Do you see this? The run forward, run back? These guys are doing a great job. Alright. One shot.
Anything is.
One kill. Oh. Cleaning out of Slanesh. You killed the demon of... why did I say Slanesh? The cleaning of Zinch. You killed the demon down here. Alright. Well, that was an optional fight. Yeah, I can see why they might be panicking in fear, given that all of their friends just died to a demon who appeared out of nowhere. That I imagine is not pleasant. Okay. What's this? When the wearer successfully hits a single shot attack, the target suffers slowed until the wearer's next turn. That's nice. We do the most single shot attacks currently. Yeah, perfect. So we can put that tag on. Great. Over here. Collect all. Okay, so we've been into this corner, haven't we? Yeah. Alright.
Is there money to be
Did we get a lot of XP for that? We got 210. How much is that in terms of XP? I don't know. Puts us 47 away from a level up though, which isn't bad. Can't be mad at that. So I think that was all that was down here is an optional fight.
Rise to the top.
That's nice.
Or get left in the dust.
Okay. Cool. So that's
we
us.
should deal with this.
Ooh, never mind. It is not us done down here. Disable the trap. I think there must be a perception check down here then.
The Emperor favors me today.
There we go. Tech use.
The machine god grants me insight.
Increases melee attack damage against demon enemies by +2. If the wearer has a dogmatic conviction, the damage is increased by +4. Not that useful currently, but I mean, like, I'm sure that could be very useful later. Right? Currently, we face like one demon, and that's the entire fight.
Cast your eye there.
Ooh,
Let
yeah,
us
that is
not
good.
dawdle.
Right. But later, I'm assuming that we might have fights where there are like lots of demons for a long time. And at that point, we probably need it more. So that was probably a symbol of Zinch over
I
here.
always have a backup
Or something
plan.
similar. Okay. We have no injuries, but we have to go back to the ship anyway because there's no way for us to get to anywhere else, basically. So what I think we should do is we should head out the back here, all the way through here, and go back to the bunker, see if there's anything else we can tell the governor now that we've been to the bunker. And then
Keep
we
your
can,
wits about
well,
you.
now that we've been to here, and then we can head back to the ship. Okay, cool. Right, and I think it's the next part on Radcad Minoris. Hopefully. Just need to wait for the last couple of % to load. We're almost there. And we're there. Right. Cool. And over this way. As far as I know, there's not a fast travel system. Like, not a proper one. There's like, there's these little fast travel points that we've seen, but we can't be like, open the map, go here. And I think that's because they often put triggers for events like between maps.
Always
Like
keep
if
your
you're
eye on the
walking from
prize.
here to here, there might be something that could get you right as you come out the tunnels to be like, hey, we need to speak with you and give you a new plot point or something. So that's why they don't let you jump between them, from my understanding. Anyway, it's not too bad. Right. In here.
Rise to the top.
Quick
or
save.
Get left in the dust.
Hello. Insurgency. Okay. Insurgents managed to steal a Voxcaster. They've been listening to your people's communications. It's not much, but it is something. I will order an audit of our equipment and see to it that our communication channels are more closely monitored going forward. However, it was only the accidental success of an otherwise disorganized mob of heretics who have no understanding of the art of war. The insurgents talk of a final dawn, the impending demise of the world. Yet another superstition. Surely you don't expect me to believe in it. The insurgents are using the arch enemy's artifacts, enhanced lenses, to perform unholy sorcery. I've heard about these lenses. What makes you think they're enchanted? Any fool can light a fire with a magnifying glass. That's no sorcery. You ought to leave your bunker more often, Governor Medina. I've only recently arrived in the system and I already know much more about the uprising than you do. The governor's eyes darken, but your unwavering gaze makes him give in. Alright, alright. Perhaps I've underestimated the mutiny, writing it off as the rabble's usual nonsense. However, if it does involve corruption and an underground cult, this needs to be investigated. I'll assign additional resources to it and take the issue seriously. You have my word, your lordship. Well, I'm hoping that leads to something, right? We've got him to say he'll take it seriously. Hey, you know what it did get us? It got us XP. Ah, maybe that's the real reward. Hey, a level up. Okay, what do we get? New skill. Xenos? Probably Xenos? Yep. Let's go with that. That puts it up to the same level as our... Actually puts it above Lower Imperium. Maybe Lower Imperium is more useful right now. We could also just buff logic up a little bit more. Every logic check we've come across, though, has been 100%, so, like, I don't feel a great need to increase it, because, you know, it literally says that we're the best we can ever be. We could boost up perception, which is nice. A lot of our skills scale off of perception. We could also go weapon skill or ballistic skill, which would be nice as well. But we do have a lot of things that scale off perception. Maybe it's time to put a little bit into there. I think that a lot of what we're going to be aiming to do with weapon and ballistic skill is things that give us buffs, like the one that lets us hide behind cover and gives us a 15 buff to ballistic skill. I think that's the kind of thing we're going to be looking for a lot. So I think perception is useful. Yeah, it's not our best stat, but it'd be useful to have a little bit more of. There we go. Abelard. He gets a new talent. Did I mark anything as star last time? Nope. Okay, what does he think's good? Well, what's his problem right now? His problem is dying. Is there anything we can do to fix that? Whenever enemy attacks the warrior's next melee attack deals additional damage. Not really what we're looking for. Deals additional damage to isolated enemies. None of these are looking for what we want to do. Okay. Enemies suffer a minus 10% penalty to hit chance with ranged weapons, including area attacks against the warrior for every enemy in a 1 cell radius around the warrior. That's quite nice. And that does give us an incentive to put him into the middle of people, and with his high parry, he takes less damage from those people who are next to him. That's an agi bonus one. Just seeing what we have here. Whenever the warrior is hit under the endure effect, their damage deflection is increased by +1 until the warrior's next turn. What's really nice about that, actually, is that that's a stacking buff, as far as we can tell. So it says whenever they're hit. So say they're hit once, we then go up to 1 damage deflect. So 1 damage deflection, so we take 1 less damage from the next hit. Next time we're hit, we take 2 less damage. Next time we're hit, we take 3 less damage. That's the kind of thing that we're going for him with. We have lots of tiny little buffs, like, you know, oh, he gains a few extra temporary wounds. He gains a little extra, I think it's armor or something he gains from something like that. So he gains a little extra of that. He gains a little extra damage deflection. I think if we start stacking these, it's going to very quickly make him very tough to kill. Yeah, I think that's good. And then here I kind of want to give him either weapon skill or strength. I guess strength, there's a lot of things that scale off of strength that would be useful for him to have. He is, of course, our best athletics person as well, so yeah, maybe a little extra strength wouldn't hurt. Let's go with that. Okay, cool. Seems good to me. I was thinking right now, Abelard is kind of fulfilling the Worf role in TNG. So basically what they did, if you don't know TNG, it's Star Trek The Next Generation. What they did is every single time they wanted to show that an enemy was like badass, so they were a true threat, what they would do is they would get Worf, their big beefy alien, and they would have the enemy beat him up, right? Or how, you know, disarm him or something, right? Basically Worf would get beaten up by this guy and you go, oh, they're a real threat. And the problem was they did this so many times that eventually it was kind of like, you know, it was just effectively a meme of him just getting beaten up every single episode by the new thing that appeared. But that's kind of what's happening to Abelard. Every time we walk into combat, he's our big, beefy, tough guy, and he just gets beaten up. So I want to move him from less of a Worf and more into... I can't think of another thing that would fit in my analogy, but you get. I'd like to move him away from Worfness, if that makes sense. Right. Idira. What are we doing here? None of these are worth having. You're garbage on lore. We take Medicae. There we go. Here we take intelligence. Oh no, sorry, we don't take intelligence. Here we take perception. Yeah, we lock in perception. That's what we're after. I was going to say intelligence. That's not her stat. Not at all. Right. Here? Did I star anything? I did, but I already have it. So that's not going to be helpful. And I starred this one. Okay. What do we need? So rapid reload is nice. Having the first reload be free. Very cool. Means that you're constantly doing damage. Gains additional damage in combat after dealing damage to 3 different enemies. For each adjacent ally. It's not really what we're looking for. Whenever the soldier deals damage, their critical damage is increased by 1% until the end of combat. That's cool, but I don't think our crit chance is high enough to make that super good. Yet. I think there's a chance that it could become super good, but not yet. While at full wounds is interesting, I tend to avoid these ones in games because you do tend to just take a random point of damage and it makes it useless. But the positive about while at full wounds is that in this game, between combats, you go back to full wounds. So, effectively, you could also read this as instead of at full wounds, you could say, in combat, until you take your first damage, you have 10 ballistic skill and +2 movement. As a different way of looking at it, and it makes it seem to me better. The first hit of each burst weapon deals additional damage equal to that weapon's current rate of fire. What's interesting about that is it's not too good on our main gun because that adds +4, although it's nice to have a little extra damage. But on our pistol, it means our pistol is now doing a +6 on its first attack, which is a pretty big upgrade. Dash does not end the soldier's movement for the turn. Enemies adjacent to the start point of dash will consider the soldier their lowest priority target during their next turn. Okay. Soldier's second attack action in a turn deals 5 + 2 times the agi bonus % more damage to enemies who have not suffered damage from the soldier during this turn. No. Yeah, no. A lot of these aren't really what we're looking for right now. Revel and Slaughter can be used after 2 kills instead of 3. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Medium armor does not reduce dodge. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to take Swift Slaughter. I think that we quite often can get to 2 kills very quickly. I think get to 2 kills, get a buff. That's for the rest of combat. Means the second one triggers at 4, means the third one triggers at 6. So you could have 3 when you previously would have had 2. I think that's useful. I think there's definitely something to that. Yeah. Okay. Ballistic skill I'm definitely like thinking about. Willpower does give us the next willpower bonus. Just kinda nice. I think ballistic skill is just really good though. You know, increases our base hit chance. Right. Pascal. Much more useful in the last couple of combats, by the way, than he was in the initial combats. Lower Xenos seems like it could be useful, however, we are just better than him at it. Medicae again seems like it's not a terrible option. He would become our best medic. Awareness is also pretty good for the reasons we mentioned last time we leveled him up, because it is used in perception checks, I think. Like, I think it's used for that. Yeah, because it allows you to notice traps and things, and I don't think it just rolls the highest, but I think I'm going to go Medicae because it makes him the best in the party. Well, it makes him one of the best in the party at Medicae. Might literally make him the best in the party right now. And then here, he is an int character. Yes. More intelligence, please. Makes his tech use insanely good. Let's go with that. Okay, cool. Right. Awesome. I think we're ready to leave, right? We're kind of looking to do this one. Head to the monastery, to the electrodynamic cenobium. I think that's where we're going. Yeah, I'm just seeing if we have anything else in here. No. You know what we do want to do, though? We do want to speak to you briefly.
Keep my options open.
Although I don't need to speak to you. Oh, I can say, do you know anything about Tech Priest Abel Hanuman? Unit Quartz Cram has no previous communications with Unit Abel Hanuman. The memory sector contains other data related to this query. Various resources and data storage devices of interest have been extracted by the standing army of Owlcat Minoris for preservation purposes. The command center currently hosts a cogitator that was used by Unit Abel Hanuman. Appeal to the cogitator spirit for further information. Well, we already did, so...
Keep your wits about you.
I wanted to speak to you to buy stuff. There we go. Not that we need to. I just want to see if our profit level is that. Okay. I was wondering if we wanted to upgrade to the next level to get new stuff. The only thing it's really going to offer us is, well, it gives us 10 medikits and then a plasma pistol. Maybe. I mean, that could be okay if we wanted to. We have enough to trade, I'm sure. We'd have to trade 500. Just have a look here. Okay, we could trade 500. Let's do a trade. Okay, and then we'll grab both of these. And the plasma pistol as well. Cool. First aid manual is interesting as well to reduce the AP, but I don't think we necessarily need that. I think what we got is fine for now. And then... I was thinking you can maybe use the... you can't use plasma? Can you use plasma? Could potentially look at this. Let's just have a look. So, instead of the dodge reduction, you go down to single rate of fire. It's a pistol, which means it can be used in melee range, which is nice. What's plasma overcharge? Just says extra damage. Is that literally just extra? It just costs an extra AP to do more damage. We got an AoE on it. I'm going to give you a plasma pistol. Let's see how that goes for you. Yeah, I mean, it does reduce your dodge reduction, but let's try giving him a plasma pistol and making a secondary kind of short range as well. I think that could go well for him. Awesome. Right, let's quick save. And let's head out here. We can go back to the ship, can't we? Because we want to. Then we want to go somewhere else from the ship. Okay. Let's see what's next. So if I leave and go back to the bridge, I just want to see if anyone wants to speak to us on the bridge. See whether we can... Maybe we do get quests every time we come back here. Like, advance enough and then you get another quest. You know, that sort of thing. Maybe that's the loop. Not sure. Waiting for the last little bit of a load. Nope, nobody seems to immediately want to speak to us. That's fine. Right, back out here. I know. Go into the map. Go out of the map. Go into the map. Go out of the map. Owlcat Minoris. We're going to go to the electrodynamic cenobium. Yeah. Level 10 party. I don't know if we're well off on this. Don't know if it was definitely implying that we could go somewhere else. Right? He could be saying this is something that we should not be doing right now, but let's try it. Okay. We'll cover the landing area, your lordship. Glory to the Von Valancius dynasty. Ooh, there's loot back here though.
Always keep your eye on
Grab the
prize.
goods behind us. Okay. I remember being back on the voidship and saying, oh, what we might want to do is we might want to do all of this, like, you know, management of what we've got, like all of our equipment, and sort it out. Turns out, no, that's not what I want to do. I was going to sort all of this, go like, oh, I'm going to make exact 100s. No, I'm just going to collect all every single time. No part of me is going to go through this. Like that. What have we got here?
Just as I planned.
Judging by the facts that the pieces are molten at the edges, the statue was destroyed with fire from a multi-laser turret of a type that is mounted on landing force shuttles. On to this guy.
The whispers told me how.
Judging by the dead people's equipment, they were the same guards the governor sent to the monastery's aid. Can we speak to you? Nope. Well, we can, but you just tell us, you know, I'll cover you.
I always get the job done.
Lay people unworthy of entering the hallowed Cenobian humbly said their prayers next to this computational altar.
Is there money to be made?
Okay. I'm going to make a, well, I'm going to make a confession here. I have no idea what a Cenobium is. That's fine. Ooh. That's kind of cool. Just giving us a sense of scale, showing us what we're getting ourselves into. Alright. I mean, that is kind of cool. Let's move forward. I do want to check the sides before we go in.
Let us know.
It's like, before we go in the front door, let me just run back and forth a little bit in case there's anything in front of it. Alright. Open the gate. The Binaric hymn awakens the gate's latching mechanism.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Well, I think I'm ready to go. Wait a second.
Watching the lazy
There we go.
sacred technology
That's
breaks
better.
my heart.
I was like, something's not right here. Wait, this isn't even right.
Cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than high blood pressure.
I think it's actually this is what I'm looking for.
Keep your wits about you.
No, this. This is what I'm looking for. No? Wait a second.
My whispers crave entertainment.
Oh, that was fine. Okay, we're good to go then.
I always have a backup plan.
Sort our party formation out on the fly. Right. Heading in. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm intrigued to find out. So lots of dead people already. The heretics were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They never had time to reach for the weapons. So we came in here, bunch of dead heretics immediately.
I always keep my options open.
Darkness lurks beyond the bright flashes. No, two darknesses, one streaked with red, with clanking shackles and false preaching, the other billowy yellow, the tang of roiling blood and screams of pain. So there's two darknesses here? That all you got to say, Adira? Just waiting for this to disappear so that we know that that's all she has to say. Adira? Are we... If she has a second line, just waiting for it? Don't think so. Okay. A mercifully quick electric shock was not what killed this cultist. His face is contorted in pain as if he was tortured. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm going to walk up to this.
Let us not dawdle.
Note that the wire junctions are often marked with the symbol of a key that appears to connect two lines. Let's go left. Just pick a direction and go it. Grab these goods. Okay, don't go this way because there's electricity hitting it. There's no wounds on this heretic's body, but his face is contorted in terror and his eyes are bloodshot from ruptured vessels.
I'm not
hello.
satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last Electro Priest you killed, where did you find him? Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the corpse! And another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
You'll be the interrogator then. I kind of thought that you would be dead, or like missing for a while, but it turns out you're here. The first place we looked for you, the last place you were seen. Alright then. The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him cackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked by several reddish-brown stains. A force sword and a vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. You try to focus on the man in front of you, but you cannot shake the image of deadly torture inflicted on his victim. Your pulse quickens, blood pounding in your ears and sweat beading on your skin. Interrogator von Kalox, I presume.
Yes. Since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrich van Kalox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Shadow. A great big sun-eclipsing, chain-weaving shadow. I can see the threads, myriads of them extending toward us all, and all of them creeping off toward him like snakes, shrouding us in poison. My, oh my, do I sense trouble, and it's right in my throat. It itches.
Idira recoils from the interrogator as if scalded and starts swaying to and fro. A puff of black smoke comes out of the psyker's mouth and dissipates at once.
A psyker? Interesting. And a diviner at that. Even more interesting. Are you sanctioned?
What answer is acceptable to you?
Don't you Inquisition me! I'm under the rogue trader's protection.
Idira looks at you pleadingly. Idira is a member of my personal retinue and is under my protection.
Your retinue, you say? Then let's go back to my previous question. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Okay. We should give him our title, because if we don't, we're going to do this back and forth for a while. Rogue Trader, Malachi von Valancius.
Von Valancius? To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances?
Heinrich watches your expression closely. Theodora is dead, slain in battle by enemies of humanity. I think that's the best thing to say here.
The news is lamentable. My condolences. And I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of Rogue Trader is none other than yourself. Well then, what precisely has brought you to the sanctum of the Omnissiah?
I'm going to point to the corpse and ask what happened to him, because I don't think we'll get to ask that later. What did you do to him?
I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies. And I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
Oh, I would imagine so. I'm here to collect you. I'm under orders from the Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I'm to provide you safe passage to Footfall aboard my ship.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
No. I'm the main character here.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions.
Uh-huh.
Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the Final Dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the Holy Power Source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted Final Dawn.
Blasphemous insanity.
The Tech Priest's visor flashes and turns a bloody scarlet. A soft hum of some activating systems is heard from under his robe. Okay. Precisely what were you doing at the monastery?
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
I can help you with Aurora. Let's join forces.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
Okay, and with that, we
Rise to
have
the top,
a
or get
sick
left in the
party
dust.
member and a need to change our formation. I'm assuming that this guy, we're not going to spend a long time looking at him because we'll do that next time. I'm assuming he's a sanctioned psyker with 0 psi rating? Okay, and he's only a little bit dogmatic, potentially heretical in the future. I just want to have a look. Yeah, sanctioned psyker biomancer. That'll explain the boiling blood. Okay, well, we're going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching, and next time we'll level this guy up and go and see if we can find any living electro priests. Thank you for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.